Cool cats, cool dudes, and the Ilan Melier Ben Friendship Society. Welcome to this. We All Love Leeds, the show where we discuss our love of Leeds. Ben will be joining us, don't you worry, for all you people that need your Leeds fans to be authentically Yorkshire. That will happen when he arrives. Got Jimmy in, he was in early, like 10 minutes early, to be fair to him. Happy Humbug seasonal. Leeds go marching on. Russ Morgan in when the notification pops up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Russ Morgan with good evening. We all love Leeds. Can't change the Emery-ness of him though at all. And Gary, DWTT, with his Monday and Sunday shows. How you doing? How you doing, sir? They're usually variations of the trip on the road trip. You might actually do the trip on the train on Thursdays, maybe. How you doing, Auckland? Good to see you. I'm going to try and stall a bit. Just kidding. Not going to stall. Hello, Ian. Ian's alive. Oh, my God. What happened, Ian? How you doing, mate? How you doing? I'm going to do the memes, and then basically Ben's going to pop up when I believe something happened at work, and he's got to get that sorted, and I've probably said too much, but anyway. Let's have a look for the memes. Some, for the most part, they are Russ Morgan inspired because he actually puts the work in. Gary saying hello to everyone in the chat room. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. Hawkwind responding. What are we going to do first? Right, let's do Ben's Sunday roast before Ben gets in. I'll actually do the food part later. Sorry, I'll just move that up because So, what team should we start off with in the Sunday roast? We'll do a little bit of Chelsea because they're doing quite well, really, despite their hiccup today. This is actually posted by Ryan of the Mr. Arsenal podcast, to be fair to him. I'm sure he doesn't mind. But it's a contest for minnows. Yeah, and Chelsea beat their brains out. Like you're supposed to, of course. Scores this weekend have been nuttier than squirrel shit. That's certainly one way to put it, sir. I need the most embarrassing result of the season. Portsmouth 4, Coventry. Sorry, it's not Coventry. Frank Lampard's Coventry, as the media insist on it being known now. Portsmouth 4, Frank Lampard's Coventry City 1. Jesus Christ, that's too fucking embarrassing. Callum Lang, fresh off of his wonder goal at Ellen Road 4 months ago, with all 4 goals. All 4 goals. Congratulations to that young man. What about Tom? Been a bit stressed out. Hope you're okay. I also get stressed out in the quotes, as you put it. So I'm glad you're back and glad you're back in the fold and all that. So, but also, I think it's fair to say hello to Fritzl. It's getting fritzly up in here. How you doing, Joseph? What we got next? Oh, we're now into the Russ Morgan selection of the show with breaking news. The Premier League have called off their legal case against Manchester City as Guardiola's side will get themselves relegated anyway. This is officially the worst run of results in Man City's 14-year history. I see what they've done there. Only noobs and glory supporters get stressed. I'm sure he's not talking about football. To be fair, if you're not stressed as a Leeds United supporter, what are you doing with your time? Anyway. You have to say that playing at Premier League level looks a step too far for the likes of Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester and Manchester City. I see what he's done there. Oh, change of display picture. It's Rosie. I was surprised by it. I was like, that doesn't usually come up in the chat, but no, seriously. How you doing? Good to see you. Let's ask the most important question of the day, apart from the 17 others that are more important. What is currently leading your Christmas poll? Is it your log? Is it the your log? Wishing the chat well. And Russ Morgan wishing Joseph well. All good come back from feminist rally. I shouldn't laugh. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm just curious. I mean, I already know the answer's going to be the your log is winning, but because it's the best one. But I still thought it was nice to ask. Oh, one more Man City. So you like Manchester City losses, eh? We'll have all the Man City losses in the world. More, please. Your log is winning. Of course it is. Let's be fair, that's not a reflection on anything else in the poll. I'm sure they're all fine food items, but they are not a giant Christmas chocolate Yule log. Anyway, you know the show That's So Raven? I'm surprised they didn't actually turn it into a show called That's So Joseph. No, that's too far. It's too far. I apologise to the family members. Anyway, the comments are also always welcome about my biscuit tears. You have biscuit tears. Oh, it's a tier list about biscuits, I imagine. You're not crying and the tears are made out of biscuits. Doesn't make sense. Joseph must be annoyed that the DIY shops are closed over Christmas. Wow. Oh, he's talked about the new book over Christmas, Cellar Digging by J.R. Fritzl. Cellar Digging. Russ Morgan also sent in this beauty of Pep Guardiola stood outside the Etihad Stadium giving out points to everyone who comes past. That would be quite something, biscuit is. So I'm agreeing with you, as what I said in the first place. Why it would be something. I'm just repeating your words back to you, but they are right because they are right. Anyway, excuse me. It's been a long weekend. Oh, got one more about Pep. I'm sure you won't mind. One more about Pep. Pep on the November 21st. Managing Man City for another 2 years will be fun. Pep on December the 21st. Didn't look so fun. Speaking of nonsense on TalkSport, we've got maths with Simon Jordan. What is 2 plus 2? Yellow, says Gabriel Bonglahor. I know he's a popular figure with Leeds fans. I don't think he's a popular figure with anyone, in all seriousness. But yeah. December 21st, winter solstice and Pep's darkest day. I'd argue it was a great day. Matt. What's a math? I'm guessing it's a reference to that Married at First Sight, but I don't know why I would be meaning that. Oh, fair enough. I've never seen it, in all truth. I've just seen a lot of clickbait posts on social media about it. But tell a lie, I did watch one. It was like a reel where basically, Leeds won. Let's just quickly get into this. The woman basically was talking to about how a person went up to her and she assumed he would know her because she was on that show. Oh, I didn't know that. Leeds has fought, but cut. So I will read that out. Spencer, hello, how you doing? But it was in my head. This woman, I couldn't name her if she stood in front of me naked. Couldn't name her, but she was basically talking like she was shocked that a person she was talking to didn't know who she was. And he basically, she's retold how he said to her, well, are you a model? Or he basically said, are you a prostitute? And she was more offended that he didn't know who she was, and more than she was that he thought she might have been a prostitute. But anyway, something like that. Anyway, to answer your question, Spencer, Leeds have 4 games between now and the FA Cup tie. Do you believe they'll get all 12? No, don't believe we'll get all 12 points because we're Leeds United. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to lose football matches. When I see Leeds getting over arrogant about ourselves, it leads to disaster. Because that's usually when we have a good run of form in March, and then we hit April, which, as you know, is my favourite Leeds United time of year. Because that's when we turn into Dr. Leeds. It sure is, Jim. Rosie, Spencer, you're well. I should start doing different voices for you, but it wouldn't go well. Spencer, welcome. Sounds very Ron Simmons of him. Anyway, yep, doing great. Yourself, Hawkwin, you good legend. Good evening, chat room. All good. Gingerbread cookies made. Your log to go. Not looking forward to Stoke. I'm quite looking forward to it. Why don't we ever play Stoke in like March at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday? And I know as soon as I mentioned that, it ended in my head the time we did play him at 3 o'clock on Saturday, and we beat him 3-0 under Bielsa. But generally, it feels like we always play them on a rainy, snowy night, and then we lose. But anyway, shit happens in football, I imagine. All the aches and pains and April shit show showers. Well, thank you, Rosie from Hawkwind. I imagine you did something. I'm here for your singing from Tavak. It's not a sentence. It's not a sentence I'm ever hear. Rosie's leaving as soon as I start singing. Give me a tune and I'll belt one out. No. You I don't hate all of you enough to do that to you. Little bit. Bye, Rosie. I'm only joking. Give us a tune. Anyway, I'll just find some more nonsense to spread to save time before Ben arrives. Oh, here's one. Sir, why didn't you transfer in Alexander Isak in the form of his life facing Ipswich for the Fantasy Premier League fans? To which that sir, played in this instance by Krusty the Clown from a well-known TV show I may have come across a meme or two about, said, because I'm an idiot. Happy? Ibrox, give us a song or sing a song. Ibrox. What do you rank of Celtic? Celtic dropped points today, I believe. I heard. What we got here? Singing a Tyson or Jacko style, please, Tom. Very tempted. But still don't hate is enough. 118, 119. I don't know what that's in reference to, Mr. Jimmy. Give me 1 second. The choices are I'm the leader of the gag. I am not singing Gary Glitter songs, sir. Mainly because I don't know them, other than the title or whatever. Tie me that kangaroo down. Great choices, though. Great choices. One for Arsenal fans. We've got any Arsenal fans in here? I say facetiously, knowing it's mainly Arsenal fans. Anyway. So we can have 118 trophies, right? Fair enough. I should know that, but I don't. No punchline. I just didn't know that. Isn't one of them got the most trophies out of any club in Europe? But it don't really count or anything, does it? Because look who you beat them. If you beat to get them. You couldn't score against Dundee United. Titles for Rangers, Celtic, Tom. All right. I actually do think Spencer has asked the question, what's the January window looking for Leeds? I imagine Brendan Harrison's place is under threat. But the problem is we need a 10, but you don't tend to get Premier League level 10s willing to drop into the Championship. But, Tarak also says it's too early in the show to diss Arsenal. I didn't say anything about dissing Arsenal. We reward winners on this show, and your team are currently winners. We don't reward winners when it's Manchester United, though, just to be fair. Bear me 1 second. Do excuse me, I'm sorry. Mr. Trick there. Hey, everyone. Sorry, no. I don't know why I started reading it, has it? Do excuse me. Dual D Bordraw. Did you get any swag from the team shop? Not aimed at me, I'm guessing, because I asked Santa for my Leeds United swag. Do Arsenal fans admit they like Arsenal anymore? Sam Greenwood of the Slangs in the Dark show, which I hear is a very lovely time on a Thursday evening, in my opinion. Well, I hear it in my opinion. We are currently scouting the Andorran third division for talent. That's true. I mean, well, we did go to the German second division to get Al Tanaka, the greatest footballer ever, apart from Junior Firpo, of course. Anyhow, so made a graph about Arsenal's goals versus Crystal Palace. Jesus' Arsenal goals against Crystal Palace, to which Disco Jesus says, if these trends continue, hey. I'm getting a goalkeeping shirt for Crep. I think Ben is absolutely. The first thing Ben's going to say to you, sir, is basically, we'll do better off putting you in goal. Shogun Tanaka, I prefer the name Tiger Tanaka, because he's so desperate to score a goal. Brings me joy. Less joy when he starts putting every shot wide, but still, we get enough of him at the moment. That blatant clip and paste. Well, yeah, I couldn't actually get Jesus to go to the animation studios in Korea or whatever, and can you stand there and put on this Disco Stew outfit? Unfortunately, I wish I could. Sam, you well? Well. Not bad, Rosie, you good? Hey, boys. Hey, girls. Superstar DJ. Scoring goals. It's Chemical Brothers, ain't it? Something like that. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Chemical Brothers through the win. Yeah. Then Ben would be incorrect. Him and goalkeeper are not friends. Let's put it this way. They're not friends. Sometimes I don't want to be his friend. The goalkeeper, obviously. One more on Jesus. You truly are the king of inconsistency. Well, not in the 4 days where he scored 5 goals, but maybe if you include the rest half of the year where he hasn't, maybe. I know. I just bring you the content. I don't necessarily understand it all. Anytime Tanaka is mentioned, I think of Kane Tanaka. Who's Kane Tanaka? That Manchester United's selection policy lately. The following players will be part of today's squad to take on Bournemouth: Fernandez, Diallo, whatever, Xerxes, Hoyland, Garnacho, Little Anthony. That is all. Jesus has risen, but just like the real one, he will probably be gone by Easter. Let's see. Jesus saves, but Dan James gets the rebound. Ironically, the one time I'm going to ever defend Brendan Harrison is that he actually got a rebound for us when Watford goalkeeper dropped the ball, palmed it out to him. But still, Tom, I dare you to do the voices of us all, and if you've not heard us speak, you imagine we speak like. I'll get myself cancelled. Even on a show that is watched by 10 people, I'll get cancelled. So what's going on here as well? I heard Rosie speak on a show about Rangers versus Johnston on channel, but she took it down. Did they lose to St Johnstone? / not beat St Johnstone? Oh, and the follow-up to this, obviously, which is Rashford not being in the team. Oh, glad that wasn't me. Because they lost again. Second year in a row they've been turned over at home by Bournemouth by 3-0. Or 3-0. Time for a carbonated beverage. Excuse me. Jimmy Johnston, St Johnstone, and Man United are shocking. Do you know it's the first time? I'm sure you all know this, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Do you know it's the first time since 1989 that they'll be in the bottom half of the table at Christmas? Upsets me a lot. Spurs too. Forster keeps forgetting he can use his arms. I'm going to channel Ben here with, I wish Melier would also learn the same role with a goalkeeper and have stronger arms. But yeah, still. I didn't take that down. Apparently you did. Or Greenwood would already have 18 jokes about your accent. So that's exactly what happened. That's easy for you to say, Jimmy. I don't know why I did. I don't know why I did that. As if it was like a gangster in a Tarantino film or something. But still, Rosie with laugh out loud. Ginger Trinity, Bremner, Johnston, and Strachan. Those are certainly names. And what is the record for 2 Manchester teams in the? I mean, to be fair, Gary, before 2008, when Manchester City existed, they were in the bottom half a lot. So it's probably 1989. I didn't know that, Tom. It's not an accent, because I know it's going to be Scottish. I didn't see it on your channel yesterday, Rosie, but saw it the other day. It disappeared for me anyway. Oh no. Anyway, the true leader of the channel, Director John, with what's going on, you handsome bastards. Oh, he named one of you as a handsome bastard. Oh no, he means me. Speaking of Arsenal, I wasn't speaking of Arsenal. Speaking of Arsenal, it's Mr. Arsenal podcast, who I believe he's going to be doing a show. What time are you doing your match of the day watch along, sir? Sorry, match of the day 2 watch along, sir. But you should go to his channel, and there's good stuff on there. There's good stuff on there, even if Ryan's there too. Director John, well, sir. Righto. Yeah, righto. You good, mate? Both Manchester teams will be mid-table this year. Where is Ben? I got a message from Ben saying something happened at work and he will get here as soon as possible. It's basically what he said. Which is why I'm filibustering, because he went to the game. He went to the game. So I'm trying to wait for him to come in so he can tell you all about the game that he see. Or how Director John is the correct response to Director John turning up, of course. Oh, and then you, Tom, you handsome you handsome bastard. Sorry. Yeah, very nice. You make me sound so pleasant. Oh, hey everyone. 10:25. I was about to say 12:25. 10:25. I can't read. Match of the day 2 watch along, I believe. Everyone paying respect Director John, which is the correct thing, and he wants to know how is everyone doing today. I just checked and that short is up again, but it wasn't yesterday. Anyway, it was just a Scott wanting Rangers to win. Well, most of them do. There's no punchline, just most of them do. Because I imagine most people in Scotland support Rangers or Celtic. The real heroes are the people that support an Athletic, all 12 of them. Or 4-4. East 5-4-4-4. Things like that. They're the real heroes of football. Most Scots don't like Rangers. It's probably true. Hawkins, you disgusting slag. Keep your sausages to yourself, you spunk pobble. I want to be a Berwick Ranger. It's the one Scottish team in England, isn't it? I believe in the lines of geography. I want to be a Power Ranger. Wow. Okay. Rangers are more English in the Scottish League than bloody Berwick are. Okay. Wolves have a new question from Mr. Vitor Pereira. Probably got his name wrong, but still. Are you an angel? After he turned, basically they've been terrible all season, and then he turns up and they score 3 goals in 45 minutes. Sometimes goals are like buses. I want to be a Cyclone Ranger. I have no idea what that means, but it sounded good to go along with the Power Ranger and Berwick Ranger thing, which I also don't properly get because I'm a moron. Oh, I want to be a Queen's Park Ranger. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to be a Texas Ranger. Oh, immediately had me thinking about what's his name? Chuck Norris, who was Walker Texas Ranger. Sorry, I shouldn't have had that up and did that because I look way too happy. Walker Texas Ranger. Never watched it, but still a nice got Chuck Norris. My apologies, everyone. Got a big delivery at work. I'll be with you as soon as I can. Cheers, Tom. Stellar job as always, mate. That last bit is the best thing. It's the best thing you've ever typed on YouTube from Richard Cranium. It's Ben. It's totally Ben. It's always been Ben. Anyway. Dickhead. That's fine, buddy. And nice one, Richard. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let's just, for argument, for the sake of a joke, let's just pretend Ben will be 6 minutes late. Oh, wait a minute, 6? Where have I heard 6 before? Why is it when I heard concede 6 goals at home, I immediately thought Spurs? I want to be a Ford Ranger. I want to be alone on the Ranger. We've all seen this Simpsons joke done about 6 million times, right? Every time someone gets an absolute spanking off someone, you put their name on Krusty, you put the other team's name on the little hamburger guy, and basically Krusty beats the shit out of him. And like, you know, then you put in the kid next to it going, stop, they're already dead. Because that's the scene, that's actually the line in the scene. However, I think that Liverpool actually pounded on Spurs so badly where you don't feel sorry for them at all. Did any of you feel sorry for Tottenham at any point in this in any point in this contest? And I appreciate most of you are Arsenal fans, so I know the answer is going to be no. But for the people that don't support Arsenal, I mean, even if you do, feel free to say no because it's going to suit what I do next. But anyway, I went to Marge Simpson, asked her opinion on Spurs getting decimated by Liverpool. I demand blood. I want more blood. Blood. Get him. Ange did all right at Celtic, as there's no competition. And he's a terrible manager. Do you know what? He reminds me of very much Bielsa in the way that, and I know people go, how are you comparing him? Because neither of them believe in having defence. But the difference is, Ange has got a team with good players. I don't think Bielsa ever conceded 6 goals at home by putting players on the halfway line. I could be wrong though. I want to be a Yosemite in it, Park Ranger. Liverpool were good. Their attacking players are monsters. That's true. They have 6 fingers. They have 6 toes. They are the Simpsons. They are the Spuds too. And kind of the final meme of the set would have been the thing I tried last week where you go on to frinkiac.com, press random, it puts up a random image from like 30 years of The Simpsons. And the challenge is you just type stay humble on it, whatever it is. This week I got stay humble. Haaland will never get away from this, ever. Never, ever. Bielsa was better than Ange, no comparison, apart from Bielsa liking to leave himself a bit open. That doesn't sound as PG as I think he meant it. But why I say they're very similar is because obviously Leeds would let in a lot of goals, but then people would be like, oh, why doesn't he try defending? It's like, when you've got Liam Cooper at centre-back, if you try defending in the Premier League, you're still basically going to invite goals. Could be wrong, but I've got nothing against Liam Cooper. That's not the point of this. The point is more, Ange should be doing better with what he has, regardless of putting his players in positions where it's going to make it very hard for them to not let the other team score. But the important thing in all this is I don't care what Tottenham do. Oh, Archie, their fans the other day, I'll see like a clickbait post. Tottenham fans love that Archie Gray is able to play right back, left back, centre back, central midfield. And I'm saying like, yeah, but we've basically conned them into buying a player for 40 million, even though we had him at right back all year when he's actually a central midfielder. Leeds fans are doing this really weird thing where like they act really sad that we sold Archie Gray. I'm like, we did a fucking amazing job of selling Archie Gray. Because he was never going to play central midfield for us. No matter how much you tell me he was going to, he was never going to play central midfield for us. I think a lot of Leeds fans feel like they have to say they love Archie Gray, or they're out of the Leeds club. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Archie Gray. Give me the 40 million so we can waste it on someone else, which we will do, because that's inherently what football is. Who could have predicted Ange will foul in this league? Who? So I turned into an owl. Anyway, Spurs open the back door more than Cambodia and Hooker. Well, we were talking about Gary Glitter, weren't we? So, well, not we. Russ mentioned his songs. To be fair, Ryan trying to act all clever. He has his moments. Tottenham Hotspur, sponsored by Hot Tour. Did I say it right? Oh no, Sam, you got it wrong. You got it. Sorry, it's not your fault. But you are technically wrong here because the she is back. She put up a tweet. Sorry, her management put up a tweet. She probably don't even know what half the words that were in this tweet meant. I do think she should be in prison. I do think people should go to jail over what they did. However, I still don't think that totally absolves the people that spent money just because they want to actually get a mouth massage from her. You can't then just give her money just because you like her jokes about giving blowies and then be like, oh, I lost my money within 4 minutes. Like, well, of course you're going to lose your money within 4 minutes. I lost my life savings. Maybe you deserve to. No one deserves to. Let's get that clear. But it's the annoyance of the people that actually fell for this shit. Hulk is hiding in the Spurs trophy cabinet. Surely you'd do better hiding in the Real Madrid trophy cabinet because there's actually trophies to hide behind. Anyway. Remember to sub to this channel and press the like button. I appreciate that, Rosie. Thank you very much. I mean, I know it's well-intentioned, but I imagine most of the people already here probably done that because they, I don't know, there must be something wrong with them to actually give their Sunday night to me sitting here doing nonsense. No, but I do appreciate it in all seriousness. Cyclone Ranger is from the Turning Japanese by the Vapors. I don't know what any of that also means. I do appreciate the explanation. I'm sure you're correct. I'm sure that every part of that is absolutely correct. I just don't happen to know it. That is obviously my fault. She'll be easy to find in Bremner. Well, yeah, you just go in there straight away and go, well, why don't we go to that cabinet? That's just nothing. It's just a southern woman sat there spitting over everything. I mean, that wooden cabinet will probably die eventually because, anyway, sorry. Follow snail trail. She does have legs, sir. Oh yeah, the spitting thing, I suppose. What did the management say? I can't remember the exact wording, but it was basically, I think she gave I probably should just go and read it, but it was basically a please don't sue me kind of thing. Won't really. It smacked of. It's obviously not her. Someone in her legal team have wrote it on her behalf, to which everyone's basically. The way I saw it, Sam, is simply because loads of clickbait articles appeared in my socials, basically saying Hawk Turgel broke her silence. It's not really, actually, in my opinion, that shouldn't be a thing because you've not tweeted for 2 weeks. That's not a thing. Not a thing. Have your opinion on me as a person or whatever, but that isn't an I thing. It's supposedly a song about winking. See? Well, I've stalled for 40 minutes at this point. If you can call it stalling. It's totally stalling. So, let's talk about football. Talk about the game. And probably we'll go back to bits when Ben arrives and then tells us what actually happened based on the fact that he was there. This is Ellen Road in the morning. Beautiful, beautiful. Even with its 4-stripe Adidas in the stands. It's not true legally. For legal purposes, it's clearly three stripes. Ben sent me this photo as part of our football food price thing of the week. That's not a thing. That's not going to be a thing. How much do you think Ben paid for this? Kind of nuts that this time last year we beat Ipswich 4-0. No, what's actually kind of nuts is we scored 8 goals past Ipswich and they're playing in the Premier League and we're not. But yeah. Get your point, Jimmy, in all seriousness. What does it look like at night? Well, when we play a night game, I will show you, sir. Tom, take your shirt off and tweak your nipples like you're looking for Radio Leeds on an old radio. That was typed out by Sam Greenwood. As in Sam Greenwood, as in Slags in the Dark, Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood, everyone. Too fucking much. That burger and chips looks okay, at least. I want to start seeing some numbers. How much do you think Ben paid for this? Well, I presume it was Ben. It might not be Ben. To be fair, Ben is holding that, so that might explain why it looks like a kid's portion. 92.4 FM. Knew you would know it, Bremner. Of course he would. Of course he would know everything Leeds related. Russ Morgan's guessed £7. £7. Oh, he's wrong. It's not £7. But still. It's not £12.50. It's a good guess. It's not £12.50 though. Got a quick advertisement here from Sam Greenwood, Slags in the Dark, Thursday, 2nd January. We're going to talk about movies, TV series, and gaming. It's a lot of things in the time space of. If you actually thought of a topic for £19, £17. None are correct. I'll put it up again just so you can check out the each ship individually. 19.72. It's almost like the year we won the FA Cup is in £19.72, isn't it? When we beat Arsenal. Is that the same Arsenal that have got 0% of wins against Leeds United in finals? And Leeds United, the club who have 100% win rate against Arsenal in finals at Wembley. 100%. Which I believe is quite a high percentage, some would say. High percent. It's not a low percentage. It's not like having 50% wins against Arsenal at Wembley. 100. That's a lot of wins against Arsenal at Wembley. It's 2 wins. Two. But played them twice. 2 wins. We won the double in 1971. What do you want? A fucking medal for it? It's a joke because you did get a medal for it. I imagine you got 2 medals. 2 medals. 1919. Ben did send me this photo of Ellen Road, presuming it's before the game, but it's actually how it looked from where we were sitting. And yeah, that is the greatest place on earth. It's better than the Emirates. I don't care what anyone tells you. I don't care. Better than the Emirates, Ellen Road. I don't care if it's falling apart. We've been to Wembley so many times. We don't bother to count when we play teams like Leeds. Yeah, because it wouldn't take you very long. Because you'd go, yeah, we lost twice. Why does any road only have money for one floodlight? Where is Flamingo Land? And has anyone been? I'm sure Ben's been to Flamingo Land. We can ask him about it we can ask him about it in 56 years when he finally arrives. But no, he also did send me the team sheet this week. A live team sheet from Ellen Road. To which I'm going to have a conversation with Ben, despite him not being here. I'll go, Ben, is there anything you would change in this team sheet? Yeah. I'd change anyone for the goalkeeper. Wait, do, really? Well, you know he's going to say that. England, my sister has been. Flamingo Land, yeah. North Yorkshire, yes, I've been. It's a good day out. It's not far from Ben. That's why I presume Ben has been there. Yes, in Yorkshire. That's why it sponsors all our stuff. I mean, it makes a nice change from everything being Red Bull, I suppose. And out of respect to the Oxford fans in the audience, they've got Alan Cumming in goal. Something brown. Volks, more plaid shirt. That sounds like something that you'd find when someone's pregnant. Brannigan, Harris, Dow. Good Ram. Lee. Hardly heard of any of these people. Feel like a bully. Melier has a good potential ability on Football Manager a few years ago. It's true, he did. You get serious money for him a couple of years ago on Football Manager. Did Bogle kill the radio star? Come in before Brown. Sounds naughty. And from Russ to Jimmy. I don't know his first name, but I'm pretty sure it's not Alan. When are they going to bring back the traitors? He's not most known for that, Rosie. Maybe for you, of course. I know him from GoldenEye, where he's Boris, the Russian. Because when I look at Alan Cumming, I obviously think Russian hacker. Cumming had a good game. You know what? That is a genuine, fair question. Cumming had a good game. Kept the score in single figures. He did. He made loads of saves, to be fair to him. Sorry, I am invincible! Then he gets shot with liquid nitrogen. I'm only here because of Mr. Sam Greenwood, the legend. Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this again. Same as last week. How did Spurs do today? How you doing, Ernest? Oh, yeah. Sent you a $5 yesterday. Alan Cumming of his recent travels with Miriam Margolis. I cannot stand her. She's a sore person. She goes on this morning and things like this, and they're like on National Treasure because she like slags off other celebrities. So it's like she is a right fucker. I bet that outside of her being on TV and being a National Treasure, she is a right fucking arsehole. Anyway, she was good in Romeo and Juliet though, the Baz Luhrmann one. Anyway, just saying. Spurs lost 6-3. Wow. There you go. Hello, Miss Tom. Hello, Anders. How you doing, my friend? I'm sure she is hilarious, but she's a fucking arsehole. Spurs are shit. What are the odds of 6-3? I have no idea. Probably about 200 to 1 though. Maybe even 5. Anal coming. I imagine he has done or caused that, but that's not for me to say. Anyway, hey Anders. I called the Chelsea ball draw and Villa beating City, though I called that as a 1-0 not a 2-1. It's impressive. And wheel. I'm guessing she wasn't talking about former Blackburn Rovers, player Junior Hoylett. A pincushion is a result of anal coming, for sure. Okay. Well, let's go through it. This is the Leeds United formation. Yeah. Well, this happened. Ampadu's back in, obviously. It's really fortunate that because Strout got... I don't want to say he got injured, but I think he's not playing because he had a knock or something like that. So, but it presented a nice opportunity. You put the captain back in the team, and you don't have to get rid of the actual 2 good midfielders that like going forward when they've got the ball, as in Tiger, Al Tanaka, and Rothwell, who he looks like a sexy line. But speaking of unsexy lines, this is the back 8 of Oxford and coming in goal. And yeah, Aris had a lovely afternoon getting paid to just stand on the halfway line. Sam! Kick off. What is Rodon thinking about Ethan Ampadu during this photo as a mild caption contest? Loving your mo, Tom. Thank you very much. Coming is in the box. That's not what he said, is that words, but still. Yeah. Tanaka will be in Los Angeles. That's not his name. It's Takagi. It's Takagi. God damn it, Sam. But to do Sam Greenwood the respect of reading the comment as it is written, Tanaka will be in Los Angeles on Xmas visiting his uncle in his office and getting ready for the highly anticipated visit of German customer Hans Gruber. To be fair, Tanaka's so good, he would have intercepted the Germans as soon as they entered the building. I was about to say hotel. It's not a hotel. And Rhodey says, Kane Tanaka. I don't know why. I think Rodon personally is eyeing him up. As in, like, yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. Whatever, but still. Didn't take too long for Daniel James to do his Hulk Hogan pose for the photograph. Lovely. All the goals were the same, like passing and short passing, and just open them up, and it was good. It was good. It would have made for it made for a very easy and different show than if I'm sitting here going, and we lose 1-0 to Oxford. But still. At halftime, Daniel James is the difference between the two sides. Very generous to say that. It's a big difference between the two sides. Greetings. Hello to John's friend Valentina from Romania, I believe. How are you doing? Good to see you. And Sam Greenwood in with the greetings. Kane Tanaka is the oldest ever Japanese woman. Her name is a reference to a podcast I listen to. Out of interest, Rosie, what is that podcast? I'm guessing the podcast name is not Hey Valentina, because you're saying hey to Valentina. But I couldn't not reference that, because, yeah. Why not? Just going to have a bit of carbonated beverage, if you don't mind. Rosie, what is your favourite podcast apart from mine and a road trip? From Sam Greenwood. He's talking about his own podcast. His show is genuinely good, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on it. It's genuinely good. If you want a nice hour and a half to basically get away from football, it's very nice. Just came to tell you all Merry Christmas. Or Merry Xmas, to read it exactly as it's written. The podcast is called Hey Babe with Salvo Cano and Chris Stefano. Okay. What is it about, apart from the learning about the oldest Japanese woman, Kane Tanaka? Merry Christmas to Valentina, of course, from everyone at the We All Love Leeds show. I'm saying that's kind of weird. You'd say it was a podcast, but we're not a podcast. We don't think we're a podcast. Anyway, Merry Christmas to Valentina from Rosie, and enter alter ego with Sam is right, Mr. Tom. I'm sure he is. Or to inner ego knows, and all the best to Valentina and her family from Jimmy or Bremner's Ghost. Awesome stuff. But I can tell you one thing that's slightly 4.4% more awesome than Jimmy saying Merry Christmas to someone is when Jayden Bogle scores to turn 1-0 into 2-0 like a magician. It's lovely, lovely stuff. This was the moment where, like, my afternoon, you could see the relief, because at 1-0, I'm still sitting there going, Leeds are good. Leeds have Oxford breaking away and getting a goal all over us. In hindsight, it turns out to not be true, but the feeling's still there until you go 2-0 up. Russ Morgan with Merry Christmas, Valentine. You must be talking about Valentin Sukovsky from GoldenEye. It's got GoldenEye on the brain. Obviously, it really means Valentina. Thanks, everyone. And Boogie Nights. It's a good film. And I'll get the picture up because Sam Greenwood has basically made a comment. His question was, Bogle definitely killed the radio star. Okay. Evening. Hello, Scooby-D2. How you doing? I was sitting there thinking, where's Scooby-D2? Well, here he is. Just watched Skins beat the Eagles So I'm sure I did a short bet on the Eagles. Anyway, on the spread. So fan channel is straight after a game, a pretty huge win for us. Philly are a good team. We thought we'd get beat. That's true. I did think you'd get beat. Yeah, I do, because it looks like it's spelled Bogle. Boogie. Boogle. I get it. This is not very good. Get it. Anyway. Sam is right, Mr. Tom. Who is wrong, Mr. Tom? Whatever that means. Yeah, sure. To answer your question, Squid Game is very good. I don't know if season 2 is going to be very good, because they've only made it because of what a monster success the original Squid Game season was. But it wasn't meant to be a continuing thing, which is why I feel like it's going to be very tacked on kind of feeling to it. Like, they spent 10 years trying to get Squid Game made, and they've only just spent like 2 years trying to get season 2 made. Or 2-3 years, I can't remember how long ago it came out, but you know what I mean. I loved Shagged, Married, Annoyed, Hey Babe, Taste Buds, Two Bears, One Cave, the Buckleys. That's the in-betweeners guy, isn't it? The one who completed everything. At Rainer 417, Blues Brothers, at Miss Melina, at the Palm Squad. I like the Cannon Jonesy show too. See? Two Bears, One Cave. Oh, no one's going to say anything about that. Okay. DJ killed the radio star. Tom doesn't get that one. Squid Game is fine. I thought it was quite clever. But I won't go in too much about it, because if Sam's going to watch it, I don't know. You should watch it without the knowledge of it, I suppose. Hey Legend to Scooby D2 from Rosie. Hiya Rosie to Rosie from Scooby Doo 2. Scooby, they are called the Commanders. And where did you put Shaggy? I let the goose have him. The goose will be alright then. 2 Girls, 1 Cup wasn't good. So very, very glad that everyone I'm glad that someone picked up on what it might have sounded like. Anyway, which I've not seen, by the way. I've been watching The Serpent Queen. Not bad. A bit disappointing. I think Samantha Morton is a good actress. Main reason I watched. I thought it'd be better. It's okay. She's very good. She was very good in The Walking Dead when she turned up as a bald woman. Well, not bald woman. She was a bald woman. But she dressed up in the skins of other zombies to avoid zombies. Anyway. I only know the Miss Melina one from that list. Cannon and Jonesy. 2 Bears, 1 Cave is Tom Segura and Brett Kreischer. 2 American comedians. Squid Game sucked. Couple beaky bits, but lacked legs. Shag, Married, and Annoyed is Chris and Rosie Ramsey. Thank you very much. Oh, I know those comedians, but I haven't seen that pod show. Hang on, tell a lie. I saw when I had Jimmy Carr on, so I have seen it. Okay. Well, I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm just going to run through all this and get on with the rest of my sleeping before I get up to do the Christmas festivities. So we've done Bogle. Then this American player scored for us. You may have heard of him, Brendan Aronson. So a touchy fight night, Jim. Shag, Married, and Annoyed sounds about right. It was a nice goal in all seriousness. All the goals were very similar, as in like passes and it had all the feeling of it like Oxford didn't try to get anything at Ellen Road. They didn't even try to get the draw. They came to Ellen Road as a team that just had to get through the game so then they could get on with trying to actually beat the teams they think they're going to beat. It's like, all right, well, give us the points. All right, fair enough. And then Solomon scored. It was a lovely goal, to be fair to him. He had a good game. It's about time that he started putting together, because he's probably the highest paid player in the team, I imagine. And I don't know that's a fact, but I think it's fair to suggest that a loanee from Tottenham is probably not going to be cheap as chips. And just you know what I mean. King Solomon, the goal miner. I'd like to mine a few more across the holidays, if I'm being honest. Which Ben also then sent a photo, which he labelled as Swiss cheese socks of Mr. Solomon. It's mostly American comedians on this too. Most of comedy podcasts. It's Jay from the In-Betweeners. Yeah. Completed it, mate. I hear he's not he's quite cheap on Cameo if you want to get a personalised message from him, because he doesn't believe in ripping people off, which actually leads to him making quite a bit of money. In-Betweeners was great. It certainly had its moments. To which Leeds United obviously won the game. And I think it was fair to say it did play out as domination. More so when you look at the statistics politely provided by Director John. Leeds with 23 shots and Oxford with none on target. 9 on target to none on target. Peep show. 4 none. That's insane. It's my favourite bit of Peep show. If we look at the the fixtures from the weekend, unfortunately, Leeds United won, but the unfortunate part about Leeds winning was that everyone around us also won. The top 4 all won. So basically, we just maintained our spot in the table. There's no of second. There's no advancement or anything like that. I'll congratulate Luton Town, of course, for their come-from-behind win against Derby County in injury time. They were losing the 89th minute, and then they won. So well done, because I don't know if you know this, I fucking hate Derby County. Septic's usually so far behind times their comedy, or what we called. This is next week's news. This is checked. It's number 1 on Carrio. That doesn't surprise me. I can't remember the amount of money he does, because I only heard it. Like I'd not go on there, but I'm thinking it's like £17 or something like that. Whatever it is, it's very low for the like your average celebrity cameo. No cards for Leeds United. To be fair, I don't think we'd have been in many positions to even foul them to give one away. We're just knocking the ball around. I'm expecting us to be crap after Stoke until we get 7 days off. Maybe. His wife is stunning, funny, Scottish ex-glamour model. Stop moaning, Scooby. And Kirsten Imrie, is she Rosie? Only Scottish glamour model I can remember, but she was stunning. he's charging $52, which is likely 3 times less than many of the bigger names. Yes. Yeah, so I imagine under the exchange rate, it's probably close to about £70. Not I know the exchange rate, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's probably why he's actually, because you get a funny message, I imagine. He's just going to have to sit there and say, whatever you tell him, he's going to say he completed it, mate. And yeah, same age as my dad. Jimmy letting his fetish for older models out on a Sunday night. I couldn't care less about Cameo. So does that mean you could care less about Cameo? Because of double negative. Anyway. So congratulations to Hull for their first win in forever. Congratulations to Portsmouth for beating Frank Lampard. I don't care about what goes on YouTube. Oh, Preston had a player sent off. Imagine my shock. Wayne Rooney managed to battle to a 3-3 draw. Millwall beat Blackburn, which is quite nice to stop their run. I think they'd won 5 on the bounce, so it's quite that done. Probably old enough to be a da. Anyway, this is the state of the table. Not looking. I remember when it felt like Oxford were in mid-table and comfortable, but apparently they're not. If I don't care, then I can't care less than that. And this is the state of play for us. We're on 45. I was going to wait until we hit the 50-point mark, but I probably am going to declare that we're probably not going to get relegated this year from the Championship. I'm quietly confident that we are not going to finish in the bottom 3 of the Championship. But anyway, it's now time for an important part of the week. Some say it's Director John's favourite part of the week. It's the mid-show question of the week. And for Russ Morgan, if he's still watching, to which Russ Morgan said, "Gingle," and then jingle. Glad someone enjoys it. Rosie said, "You seem to care about letting us know you couldn't care less than you did before," which went, "No, only about Cameo." Done. Because we're back doing mid-show question of the week, everyone. Who are these lucky people who have played for both Leeds United and Oxford United in the very rarely seen 2-4-4 formation? Ding, correct. Kamal Roof. Imre Varadi. That's also good. And if you remember, he's not quite as good as his brother, Oliver Varadi. Anyway. Ian Vagisil. Oh, we're doing the thing where you just say random celebrities and serial killers. Okay. Tyler Roberts is correct. Very attacking formation. Anal Midget in central midfield. Lembit Opik. Left back in midfield. David Livingstone. No, that's not David Livingstone. Michael Dewberry is correct. I'll give you a clue. DL is a Scottish footballer. He is a Scottish footballer. No one knows these players. To be fair, Sam, the hardest one someone got in the second correct answer. Incredible. I was very surprised. Colin Wanker is in defence. Why not? Michael Dewberry is correct. Intravenous is up front, yeah. IV has already been correctly answered, to be fair. All I will say is I'm very surprised that the Leeds United fans in this chat have not recognised a Leeds United Division 1 winner is in this squad. It's not Liam Bridcut, but that's a good guess. I mean, it could end up being right, but he's not in this 11. Chris Webb, you're very close. It's not Weatherall, but it's not David Weatherall, who I think is what you really mean, Sam, but a guy that actually won the title with Leeds before Premier League was invented is in this team. Jimmy says, yeah, David Weatherall, but he would have played for Bradford. Leeds and Bradford, I believe. But no, that's because Chris is actually the first name of CW, to be fair to you. He's only going to get the goalkeeper, but yeah, Jimmy's right. It's Chris White. Chris White, of course. Terry Ratchet. Who is Terry Ratchet, Rosie? I know Colin Wanker is an anagram, and that anagram is the letters of the name Neil Warnock. Is that correct, Pincushion? Yep, Chris White. Special portion. Absolutely. Jumbo Robax. What a player he was at Oxford. He was so good, they gave him a place at the university. I did wonder if that was the joke, Ian, but didn't want to ruin it for you. To boy up twice. But in all seriousness, the goalkeeper is not Archer. So to my understanding, you currently have Chris White, Michael Dewberry, none of the midfield, Tyler Roberts, Imre Varadi, and Kamal Roof. I need DL, LB, AM, JR, and SP. Fucking door flaps. I wish it was Jim Ross. I really wish it was Jim Ross. I'll give you another 2 minutes and then I'll put up the answers. Fuck it. Ingrid Bergman is correct. Even though her name is Ingrid Bergman, I believe. Jimmy. I'll give you a clue for LB. We bought him off Chelsea. recently bought him off Chelsea. I'll give you clues for them all. AM, I believe he played today, not for Leeds, but for another team in the Championship. JR currently plays for Leeds United. SP used to play for West Ham. And DL, Dragon Lee! Never thought I'd ever get to do it on this show. I can't believe you don't know. You're not getting this one, Jimmy. He literally played yesterday for Leeds. Roger says shrimp pie. Shrimp pie. I imagine shrimp pie is awful. Rodon. Joe Rothwell. Thank you, sir. Joel Rodon. Scunnered pan bread. That's not even a real thing, is it? Like, you've now actually gone into making up words. Joe Rothwell. It is Joe Rothwell. SP is Sonny Perkins. AM is Alex Moat. LB is Lewis Bate. And DL is Derek Lilly, who I believe we purchased in 1997. And JA is goalkeeper Jamie Ashdown. Ross, can you tell people about Ron Simmons in a very rare Ron Simmons fact of the week? That's the complete lineup. Sonny Perkins, not a midfielder. Well, according to Leeds United, he is a midfielder. I can't remember Lewis Bates' name. I knew that he acted, or who was the goalkeeper? Was Ashdown. It's not my opinion that he's a midfielder. Leeds United say he's a midfielder. You were very close with the non-existent Ingrid Bergman. And Ron Simmons once cut a knife with melted butter. And I knew Scooby was wrong after the clue typo. The roof is on fire. It was when he played for Leeds, to be fair to him. But no, thank you all for participating in somewhat of the spirit that it was intended. Now it seemed like it might make a bit of sense to basically go, this is the part where I'll go, Ben, how did you rate the referee? And he will say, well, we didn't lose, so it was fine. So, how do I do this? Twine in the Black, referee's name was James Bell, and turned out he was not a bell end. Because I imagine he didn't have to do much in the way of making decisions, because we just won comfortably, and that was that. No, fuck it, we'll do it properly. It's time for, well, thank you, Rangers Roof. He scored from about 50 yards out for Rangers, did he not? If I remember rightly. It's time for Wanker of the Week. This week's Wanker of the Week is pretty simple because no one's actually done anything to offend Leeds United. We won the game. We wasn't screwed over by a referee, which, in my opinion, like we were against Preston. We did not beat Preston because of the referee, but it didn't help, obviously, that their player was not given a second yellow when even their own manager said it should have been a second yellow. But anyway, fact of the matter is, Wanker of the Week this week is Russell Martin. Because he sucks. Rohypnol Roof at Rangers. It's a bit controversial. Been a long time since I congratulate Roof. And before anyone goes, oh, he's a Premier League manager, I can say such. Yeah, for some reason, he knows how to beat Leeds United 3 times in a season. Funny how that works out. When you win, the ref was okay, wasn't it? That is actually very fair. But he looks like he'd look the same upside down. He should be awarded it for also being the twin of Ryan Clark. Did anybody call for a Diavogi red card after he disgracefully played the ball first? That's clear sending off. You're still arguing that with me after 8 days. Thumbs up to FX was at home, not working. One more facelift and his pubes will be his tash. Wow. I think this is a very fair Wanker of the Week on a lean week for Wanker of the Week. It is because he beat Leeds 3 times in the season. And then went on to get 5 points by Christmas in the Premier League, making an absolute waste of beating Leeds 3 times. So well done, Russ. You have earned the Wanker of the Week. Argument, fact, literally nobody mentioned it, so what can I say? I don't really know what to say to that. Reminds me, I need to make an appointment for my Brazilian next week. Don't really know what to say to that either. Playing the ball first doesn't mean it's not a red card. That's what I was trying to say. It's still operating like it's 1970s football, and it's not. You can't just do what you want to a person as long as you flick the ball. But still, anyway. Make sure it's Ronaldinho, Rosie. So anyway, in next week's fixtures, which I believe will play out mainly on Thursday and then Sunday, we obviously end the day by going to Stoke. But the important thing, as people are saying, is Sheffield United play Burnley. So obviously, if we beat Stoke and go on to win at Derby, and we're playing Derby County. Huh. This would be a good time for me to pretend I didn't know that, but I did know that. So now I can do I fucking hate Derby County again for a week. I fucking hate Derby County. I want to beat them again. It will be genuinely different though, because obviously Leeds away are not as good as they are at home. And I'm pretty sure Derby are actually going to try and beat us at their place. It'd be really handy if they did not try that. But, life doesn't work that way, I suppose. It was a while ago. Rafinha was mentioned. Rangers can't afford Shankland. Rangers ain't good enough to even be in a conversation about purchasing that man. Because you do the samba, they pulled the wax off. Shankland sounds like a euphemism for Scotland. I knew who you meant, Rafinha. I could sniff out people talking about him a mile away because he's great. Also, this is our predictions for the month, which we actually made at the start of the month, to be fair to the person that happened to get 3 out of 4. And yeah, I've gone for 1-1 at Stoke, which obviously deep down I want to win, but I do think we'll do well to actually come away with something, just based on the fact it's a hard place to go to at 8 o'clock at night in the winter. But as I said at the start of the show, perfect conditions for Stoke, I imagine. But I do think we're going to win at Derby County, because I hate Derby County, and I'm never going to predict anything other than a win at Derby County, because Derby County need to go fuck themselves. Ben scored a bullseye with 4-0. Nice one. Yeah. Let's not pretend I didn't get the first 3 exactly right, though. Shameful act of disrespect, Jimmy. Shameful. All of our spies are hidden away. I don't think we need to watch their training sessions to know how to beat them. Well, we know what they're going to do. They're going to put everyone behind the ball. Fuck them. Shankman Tavish and Hamish Manu. Very good, Tom. Thank you. Yeah, so I hope I'm right, as in at Derby. I'd rather Ben be right. No, actually, that's not true, because Ben has said Leeds are going to lose to Stoke. Sad. It's a sad day for Leeds United. Sad day. But of course, he's entitled to his opinion. And to be fair to him, he almost certainly would have made that pick after we just lost at Blackburn. So, is what it is. Before we go, I'm going to do... Hang on, what's that? Russ, you want to hear the jingle again? Let's hear the jingle again. What can we do about that? Oh, no. Let's ask Gary about a question of the week graphic. Gary, can you sort me out a question of the week graphic? Yeah, it turns out he could. We'll time that. It's time for a celebrity question of the week. Oh, sorry, Russ. Almost left you out there. Name these. Take a point at Stoke. Expect to give Derby a thrashing. I hope you're right with the thrashing. Name these 5 famous Leeds United fans. That is not Mark Bolan. Mike Tyndall is on here. It's not Bjorn Borg. Sam, who is the top middle? It's not Christian Slater. Who is the top middle? Well, thank you, Ian. Yes, man from Game of Thrones. Man from Game of Thrones. It's correct. He actually went on, I believe it was the Jimmy Fallon show, and actually showed off his membership of the Leeds United Supporters Club. Because I believe we had got promoted, so he was obviously very excited. And Jimmy Fallon was obviously very polite to him, but he still didn't really know what he was talking about. Looks like a politician. It's not Brian May, but I will say it's something to do with Def Leppard. I'll give you that clue. It's not Stefan Edberg. It's Jonas Gahr Store, the current Prime Minister of Norway. Supports Leeds United, allegedly. Seen him in the shirt, but bottom left looks a bit like Jason Statham. Someone did say earlier that is Mike Tyndall, I believe, rugby 2003 World Cup winner, I believe. Joe Elliott. Oh, what's he like, Sam? From Scooby. He makes a mean milkshake, Scooby, but he's a terrible politician. Oh, I love it. It is not Sean Connery's son. I like a person who has the priorities right. I will say the tennis player is a former winner of Wimbledon. From when I actually had to look up who the fuck he was. It's not Pat Cash. Pat Credit. No, I believe he won singles, the men's singles, I believe. Pat Cash could be a good call with a mullet like that, Russ. Let me double check, just because I'm pretty sure I'm right that he is a Wimbledon winner. Double check it again. He's Swedish. He's a Swedish tennis player. And he... Oh, no. He won every Grand Slam apart from Wimbledon, which he only won as a doubles player. But he's Swedish. It is not Bjorn Borg, I can confirm. It is not Bjorn Borg. The Dane, very correct, Sam. He is Nikolai Coster-Waldau, otherwise known as Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones. Well done, Mr. Greenwood. I think I saw a film with him in it, but he was maybe a coach. No, that's Mike Tyndall on the bottom left. Someone said it earlier on, hence why I'm comfortable saying it. But you're right, he does look a bit like Statham. Who is on the bottom right? Haven't I got the tennis player already? I don't think you did. Let's have a look. No, it's not Stefan Edberg. I had curtains like the Lannisters back in the 90s and 2000s. He was a tennis player. It's not Stefan Edberg. He's a Swedish former world #1 tennis player with a career between 1980 and say 1996. It's funny you say that, Sam. It might be Mats Wilander. Did I not get the tennis player correct? I have no idea. I've seen so many names about this. Chris Waddle, Swedish, brother from another mother. We'll say sounds right, just for the sake of it. Bottom right looks like he went to special party to Michael Jackson. All I will say is Willander, sorry, but I take the point, you slag. But yeah, one more, and the only thing I know, Judy Murray, but she wasn't a tennis player though, was she? She was a tennis player's mother, I believe. Anyhow, let's have a look at what clues I can give you. I don't care what she did. She was a tennis player, apparently. Bottom right is a Northern Irish musician, which came to prominence in the early 1980s, but he was also a guitarist in Def Leppard in 1992. Or since 1992. Don't know why he's serious, whether he's still with. No idea. Apparently she won 64 titles in her career. Let me look this up. It doesn't name anything like that, like they usually would, like if they were actually a proper professional, but oh, I can see now why my time is being wasted, because you basically said all one at a school. Oh no, sorry, actually from a distance, like when you're not properly paying attention, your display picture looks like Rosie's display picture. I mean, they're not the same, but when you're not glancing, when you're only glancing, looks the same. Looks the same. Just saying. Judy Murray played guitar for Def Leppard. Who knew? Can't remember the Def Leppard guy. You know what? To end the contest, we'll, for argument's sake, we'll say, I'll give you a clue. Their nickname, or not their nickname, their name rhymes with Rivian Ramble. 100% correct. Bottom left is Jane McDonald, probably. I'll give you 1 minute left, and then I'll show the answer. Lydia Gamble. Close enough. Close enough. Vivian Gamble. That's not how I thought that was going to go, but okay. This has been fun. This has been fun. I really should learn like all your accents so I can try and do them live on the show. Not football related, but blizzard warnings for Tenerife. Not something you see most years. That's very fair. Very fair. It would be like if Jamaica had a bobsled team, I suppose. Do Rosie's please? It's just a Scottish accent, isn't it? Not saying I could do one, but all right. You have 45 seconds until it becomes 1:48 of the show, and then I will put up the answers because. Fuck it. Yep, that's correct. And Tenerife bobsled team is in Siam Water Park to practice. That's very good. So, Max Wilander, tennis player. Jonas Gahr, the Norwegian Prime Minister. Nikolai Coster-Waldau, the Jamie Lannister in Game of Thrones. Mike Tyndall, rugby player. World Cup winner with England, I believe. And Vivian Campbell of Def Leppard. Are 5 famous, depending on your definition of famous, Leeds United fans. And there's more. There is more to come. I mean, wait a minute. There's not more to come. Definitely don't assume this is going to be a recurring segment. It might be a recurring segment. Anyway. Before we go, I think I should draw attention to Christmas. Fritzl, why not? That isn't Mike Tyndall. I'm sure it is. He might just be a bit younger there. I don't know. I never picked out a picture. Don't give director John grief. He does his best. Tyndall is married to the King's niece. Yes, he is married to Zara Phillips. That's true. Quite right, Scooby. So when we're headed for Christmas, all right, it's Christmas. Now let's get some football, beer, and darts in you, and then it's off to bed before Santa comes with your Lynx gift set. Woohoo! Football, beer, and darts in bed. And with that being said, Ben did send this in, so we all want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. And as this says, Santa supports Leeds United and whoever plays Man United. Merry Christmas. I hope you get what you want, who you want, or whatever you want. And don't be alone or anything like that. If you have any issues, like there will be probably people on your YouTube. For example, I haven't got a link for it because I've not set it up, but over on my wrestling channel, the Full Nelson podcast, we will be doing a live watch along of a Hulk Hogan movie called Santa with Muscles and whatever Tony wants to watch, wrestling related. Which should be fun. Because that movie's really bad. It's one of my favourite Christmas movies, though. It's great. It's great in the way that, when you say something's great, but it's not objectively good. It's great. Anyway, Merry Christmas to Rosie, to Russ, and to Scooby. Oh, and Jimmy. How can you forget Jimmy and Mr. Greenwood, Sam Greenwood? Thank you for all your support on this show. Even though very few of you actually support Leeds United. So obviously we take that as the support of us as people, which is very kind of you all. And the main thing is that we all have to pay homage to Director John for any part of this that actually looks remotely decent is because of him. But we will be back next Sunday, where basically we'll be going over Stoke versus Leeds and Derby versus Leeds. That's going to be a tight turnaround if we're playing on Sunday. So I'm going to have to get my working boots on, I suppose. Anyway. Thank you, Ian. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll let John know. But that being said, Merry Christmas. Can't do Happy New Year. It doesn't seem right. It's not time. And to all, a good night.